Good evening and welcome to another Friendly Plumber video. This one's only a couple of jobs, so it's a little bit shorter, but we just touch on me getting really wet and me and Sam doing a quick unvented install. There was a load more footage, but it's just not quite there yet, so we still need to tweak that and work with that, so I'm sure that will come into later videos. Very quick mention that the whole team of the Friendly Plumber will be at Installer Show this year, but I think we're going on the Thursday, not the Wednesday like everyone else is, but I've got to work it around my diary because I want the whole team to go up and experience it. So if you're there on the Thursday and you see us, make sure you give us a shout. It'd be really cool to meet some of you guys. So yeah, we will be there then. Hope you enjoy this video. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. As always, really appreciate your support. Catch you in the next one. Good morning. So, we've got a manic day today, hence why I'm back on the tools, because too much work, not enough boys. So, here I am. Today, so last night we got called out to this boiler that is dead. I'm not going to bother going into all the ins and outs of why it's dead. Whole array of issues. So, we're not actually gonna take all that off today, we're just gonna cap it. So there's basically above us is a tiny little annex that the clients here Airbnb, and it's currently rented, so they need hot water quick. So what we have decided to do, because the gas supply here is not sufficient to run a combi, issue number one, what we're going to do is, just here they cleared a little space for us, we're going to put a little 120 litre unvented in, direct, so just so that we can get them out of trouble, get them some hot water on, so that their tenants hopefully don't ask for all their money back. So yeah, I've got Sam with me today. So yeah, me and Sam are going to knock this out as quick as we can because we've got other stuff that we need to get done today. So I'll talk you through it as we do it. Literally like the noisiest man alive, aren't you? Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna crack on with this. Catch you in a bit. That light's bright. Right. I'm shining your eyes, mate. Yeah, go on. Just highlighting your chiseled features, mate. So, we started the cylinder, worked out where we're going to put our expansion vessel, which is now done. And then we've clipped up. So, we're now ready to start throwing in some pipe. These two 22s here are hot and cold, which is great because we can literally just connect straight onto those. We are going to throw another lever valve in it's just good practice. So yeah, we're going to start getting some pipe work in. I think the guys are already upstairs, so I don't want to kill their water until I absolutely have to. So the idea being, we'll get everything ready, kill their water, do the last connections, and then liven everything up. Let's go. No pressure, mate, but you're on live TV.
No different to being on crime.
For God's sake. I appreciate there's a lot of time lapse on that, but I didn't have the time today to talk you through everything. But let me flip you around, show you what we've done, and I can get with my life. Okay, so we've still got some tidying up to do and a few little bits and bobs, but yes, I light. Right, cylinder is all in. We had a bit of fun with some bends today, which is quite nice. I haven't done that in a while. So we've picked up the cold there, and like I said, the hot up there. Run them down. PRV is connected in through the ton dish and then literally punched straight through the wall. This is actually an outside wall. So that's all done. Expansion vessel's all in. We've just wired in the bottom immersion for now. I've just wired that in with some what's it called, whatever this stuff is, you know, the heat proof cable. I don't like the stuff, it's a nightmare to work with, but it's what I'm told we're supposed to use. So just into a 13 amp fuse spare for now. So there is a Sparky coming to site at some point in the next couple of months, because this is dead now. So it's dead from electric, it's dead from gas. It's still got water in it because we haven't drained the heating because I didn't need to, but we will do that when we come back. So the idea is that probably, I don't know, next to it or in the corner maybe, we will get a little amp tech put in, and we'll let the Sparky wire all that up. So he's going to come over and redo all the wiring and stuff anyway. So all done. We're all getting nice and hot now, all warming up nicely. How annoying is this though? So bear in mind that my van is not fully stocked anymore by any stretch of the imagination. We have managed to make it work with what we had, and we were one press fitting short. Looks like Sam's caught that clip a little bit there, so I might get that changed in a second. But yeah, one fitting, which is really bloody annoying. The other thing I've started doing with unvented is not such an issue with this, but for the drain off, I've started putting full bore in. So let me show you what I've done, because lots of people don't do this and I think they should. So what I've done is I've put in a 22mm butterfly valve with a reducer, and then down to a drain cock. Now, the reason I've done that is not so much, like I said, an issue with this, because this is only 120 litres. But some of the big boys can take forever to drain down. So theoretically, if you needed to, you could chuck a piece of 22mm speed fit into that, and you'd have full bore drain down, which definitely speeds things up. But other than that, nothing really that interesting or exciting, but done for another one. So we got it done just over half a day, so it's not too bad, but we wanted to stick around and make sure it's done right. We've also been in the main house and done a few little bits and bobs, but nothing too exciting. So enjoyed the video, make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Right, boss has been called out today because none of these boys have got the minerals to do what needs to be done. Have you, Rich?
No.
Let me turn you around and I'll show you what we're going to do today. So we're in this property where this stopcock is leaking. It's like the house of stopcocks, look. So as you can see, the meter is inside. So we have been arguing with Thames Water for about 8 weeks now. They've done multiple visits, can't find the external stopcock, yada, yada, yada. Eventually said, right, fine, we'll dig up the road and we'll cut one in, which is fine, but that's not going to happen for about 3 or 4 weeks, I think they said. So, and this place is on the market at the moment, ready to be sell. The customers, bless them, are coming up every day or every 2 days to come and empty this little tub under there. And I said, look, enough's enough. Let's just get it done. So what we're going to do is, as safely as possible, we're going to do it live. So let me talk you through exactly how we're going to do it, and then we'll show you how we're going to do it, and then you can all laugh at how wet I got doing it. So okay, so we've got this set up here where these all work fine. So these are either side, obviously, the meter, which is good. So I can stop it here and that will stop any backflow. This one at the moment, there's nothing quite like good access is there, does nothing because that's snapped off. So what my plan is, I'm going to try and turn it off here with some grips on this spindle. I'm then going to turn it off here to stop any backflow. I'm going to cut this and get it out of the way, and then I'll show you the little pipe rig that I'm going to set up. So pipe into the press fit socket. We're then going to have a 15mm lever valve on there, another piece of pipe with a T, with a drain off, ready to go. Now, what I'm going to do before I do this bit into here, I'm going to attach a hose pipe onto here, either with a flexi or a piece of pipe. I haven't worked that out yet, and leave this open. The idea being that I can cut the pipe here, push this onto the pipe, all the water will flow out of here, down the hose pipe, so I'm not fighting against resistance, and then I can press that on there, turn it off, job's a good one. So that's the plan in principle. Whether it's actually going to work is left to be seen, but this is, I get it's nerve-wracking because ultimately if this goes wrong we have got no way of stopping the water. So key to this for me in my experience is prep everything you can. Always have a speed fit cap ready just in case, and test everything. So for example, I don't know whether that pipe is imperial, and if it is, then we might struggle a little bit. So I'm assuming that it's the same type of pipe going in as it is coming out of that stopcock, hence why I'm going to try and turn that stopcock off first and test the pipe the other side of it. So we're going to try and rig something up so that you guys can see what I'm doing. Wish us luck. This is our little setup we've got. So that bit there is already pressed, as you can see by the teeth marks. So the idea is we're going to cut that off, put that in, press it on, but by leaving the lever valve open and connected to a hose, any pressure is just going to go straight down there rather than me fighting against a closed stop. So fingers crossed, we'll get it going. Right, so what I've done so far is I've isolated it here and I've isolated it here, so effectively just isolated the meter. I've just popped the meter unit off. I tried to get that one off, but there's no movement on it, which is annoying, but it's just one of those things. What that means though now is that when I cut it here, it's not going to be a rigid piece of pipe, so this pipe can just be thrown out the way and it won't get in my way when I'm trying to do that. So we've got towels down. I'm going to clean the pipe so it's prepped ready for the press fit. I've got the wet back here, and other than that I guess there's no point stalling and we just get on with it. So let's do it. Okay, so as with all things plumbing, first plan didn't work. So we've now got to reevaluate. I think it is imperial pipe. I don't know if you'll pick this up on a camera, but you see how thick all that copper is? Although the press fitting has gone onto that, it won't go onto that piece of pipe. And I'm wondering whether it's because it's on a slight radial, although we've got it past the bend, it might still be just ever so slightly manipulated, and if it is, press fit fitting won't go onto it. So what I'm thinking to do now is do the whole thing again, but put a compression fitting straight onto it, which I don't like doing because it takes a long time to bite in, but it's looking like that might be our only option. So we're going to try again now with another lever valve. We are running out of pipe though. So let's see how we get on. Okay. So I quite clearly just got absolutely drenched. But that's part of the game when you're cutting into live pipe. We got there in the end. So I don't know if you'll see it on the footage or not, but you'll see me try to put the compression nut on and it just wouldn't go. Imperial pipe, it obviously has been manipulated. I don't think it's been bent on a bender. I don't know how old it is, but to me it looks like it's just, for whatever reason, it's not perfectly circular. So trying to get that on with mains pressure hitting you in the face was not a good idea. So one panicked shout later, and we've got a speed fit coupling on it. Do I like that? No. Does it work? Yes. So ultimately that's what's important. If we really have to, once Thames Water have been and put an external stopcock in, we can come back, turn the water off and solder that on, or whatever we want to do. That's fine, we can do that at a later date. But at the moment, it's now no longer leaking. So let me flip you around. So you can see what we've done. Speed fit coupling with a lever valve, happy days. So all we now need to do is just renew this. We're not going to use the same piece of pipe. We'll just put a new piece of pipe here and into the bottom of the meter here, and then re-put in our bonding as well, just to keep the continuity going. So it should be fairly straightforward from here, and the customer now has a proper isolation for their cold main. It is worth noting as well that I did talk this through with the customer before I did it. Like I said to you, it's been ongoing for a little while, so they wanted a solution as faster than Thames Water could give them. So this is what I've offered them. But a couple of wet vacs, did get some water on the floor, but that's nature of the beast. But it's all gone now. Not that you'll pick up any of that anyway. So yeah, we're doing all right. We're going to get this back in. I might throw that on a time lapse actually, and then move on to the next one. So I'm going to set Sam loose now, just connecting those two, so the bit from the meter into our new lever valve. Before anyone gets arsey with me in the comments about how it's not a stopcock, grow up. They work just as well. It's what we needed to do, so that's what we're doing. Yes, I understand water regs and all this. It should be the stopcock kind. I've never had a good reason explained to me why. For me, positive shut off, especially with the older generation of people, is just a win-win. If you really want to get going, well, there's one on the other side of the meter, so I'm covered. Keep your mouth shut. And we're done. So, earth body's back in. Sam's using what he learnt in the training bay, so just a little cheeky offset through, and that is all now on and live and good to go. So, in the end, all right, pretty simple job. I'm still drying out. So we will move on. Sam on his phone in the background.
No.
Were you on your phone, mate?
No, of course not.
What are you doing on your phone?
I'm not. I was looking for jobs.
Looking for jobs? Oh,
See if there's any more jobs going on.
Yeah, do you want a new job? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No. More money for you. That's not about it.
So, we're going to go on. Catch you later.